Okay. Okay. So, welcome you guys. So excited for tonight's call, for really what's to come over the next month. Gosh, we have it is a good time. Was anyone on the global international expansion call at 5 o'clock Central Time? Okay. So, there we are. We're entering into 12 new countries July 13th. So that's very exciting. So if you think, and here's the cool thing about network marketing. When I first started this, I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know anyone in some of these other countries. But then with time, what you see, when you really understand network marketing and how you're like we're building out networks, right? We're building out, it's not just who you know, it's who they know, and it's who they know, and it's who they know. It's been just the coolest thing to really be able to say, gosh, you can build a global business without knowing anyone in that country, right? And so we're going into Japan, and we're going into a bunch of countries across Europe: Sweden, Switzerland, Germany. Those are the three that I know specifically on this team. People have, France. Good, Danny. France. That's so awesome. See, I know no one in France. Danny Leverson knows someone in France. That's the vision, right? That's the vision. It's so cool because it goes all over the globe. France is new. Italy is new. On the call, they said that Germany is a top 10 international market. So that's really exciting. The call is if you want to listen to it, if you go to isagenixlive.com, you can watch it again. Okay, it's right out there. You can watch it again. And the cool thing, for quite a while now, they're going to have every Monday, there's going to be a Japan call and a Europe call. So if you want to learn more about Europe, you can plug in every week for a while it's 10 a.m. Central. If you want to learn about Japan, you can plug in every week at 7 p.m. Central, I think was the time. I wrote them both down. So, if you have people that you want to introduce this to in these markets, please, if you want to loop me in and we can talk through the best way to do that, let me know. I will tell you, for example, I have a friend, I think I might have said this last week, I have a friend that worked with me at Target, and he lives in Portugal. And I'm going to send him a message, literally going to send it this week. You can ask me on the next call if I did it. And I'm going to send him a message and just say, hey, gosh, you're one of the savviest people I know. I love seeing you crush it. He started his own startup. And I'm just going to say, I am looking to partner with savvy professionals, people who care about health, people who are looking to make an additional stream of income. And who do you know in Portugal that I should know? This is brand new to Portugal, so just using it as that chance to say, who do you know that I should know? That's all I'm going to do. And I'll probably put some examples out there at leadersrisehere.com. He could say, well, gosh, Allison, what about me? Like, I'm interested. He could even say, well, I know you have the health. We're friends on Facebook. So, oh yeah, I've seen your health products. Like, maybe I want to order some, right? You just never know. And so I'm going to say, like, who do you know that you can do that with? I have another girl who lives in Minneapolis. Who is from Japan. So I'm going to, be talking to her about that. Hey, I know you were originally from Japan. Like, would this be something you'd be open to doing? So those are just, they really are, there's so much to come with Isagenix internationally. At the same time, and Michael Klaus kind of talked about this. Take this, if you do, take it as an in addition, not to replace your local market, because our local markets are barely tapped. They really are. When you think about the number of people using the products, when you think about the number of people doing a business, I can go down, my block. Lisa lives the closest to me out of the people here. And I can go, a few miles, barely anyone is doing Isagenix. Tons of people have never even heard of it. So we do have an opportunity to build local to grow global, honestly. So that is, and I do truly believe in that phrase, build local to grow global. So there's that. We did have one rank advancement, a new consultant, and I wanted to call this one out because it's really, I like to call them all out, but this is really exciting. So Melissa Straka's husband, Jesse, Kate, getting the lights turned off on me. Kate, you gotta stop. Go sit down. Give me that. Okay. Thank you. Go sit down. Okay. Oh my gosh. So we're kind of dividing and conquering. Jake would love to be sitting next to me, but we're still working on a 2-year-old. So he hit consultant for the first time and he cycled 33 times. I know, right? And that's because he's been active this whole time using products. Major kudos to Melissa for that, and to Jesse, honestly. But that is, you know, I just wanted to do the math. It's like $1,785 plus the $100 or probably $50 consultant bonus, over $1,800 being active. Like, what other companies let you do that with your like account for some, you know? And we all have people that love the products. And if you're growing your business from the start, you're going to have people that love the products that literally just stay active and over time, and then they find their two and they boom, cash out on it. And it's so awesome. It's so worth it. It's so cool to see. So I wanted to share that. And then what I really want to do, who out here has watched the Isagenix 2.0 video? So it's the Isagenix, it's the 1.0 to 2.0. Eric Coover did, I will put it up. I'm going to just, I did get my share screen working. I know last week it wasn't working. I got it working. Okay, so it's this video right here. So it is grand reveal. It's 1.0 to 2.0. And what I love about this video, you guys, is and this is the exercise I want us to go through over the next, 15 or 20 minutes here. Because I truly believe that as you're building a business, as you're going next level for yourself, one aspect is the skills, one aspect is the action, one aspect is your mindset. That all combined, it's you. And Emily Vavra is doing a training at Celebration, which has again, July 17th and 18th. She's doing a training about You 2.0 and how are you accepting the challenge or really taking this moment. The company is rebranding. The company is coming up with new things. The company has new deliverables. So do you also have a upgrade to do for yourself? And by upgrade, there's so many different things. And I've been thinking a lot about it lately. I've been thinking about what is it that Jake and I stand for? Who are we attracting? Who are we being, right? Who are we being out there in the world? Because when we are being a certain way, then that's going to resonate with our audience and with everything that we do. And as we put that energy out there, it comes back to us tenfold, okay? Be, then you do it, and then you get to have the result after your being. So I just love this video. And so I put it in Everyday Rockstars here. This image, I took a screenshot of this image because he came up, they came up with how Isagenix 1.0, we were somewhat reactive. And it's okay if you can't read this, but he's like, we're leading the disruption in the future. We are leading the disruption. We are, instead of reacting to things, we're disrupting with products, with innovation, with story, with marketing, with technology. Instead of it being a difficult process, it's going to be an easily enjoyable experience. It's easy to enjoy, right? So, and I even see that with like the cleanse day tracker. It's like, do not turn off the light. It is like just going over this with Teresa and her girl the other night. It was like, oh my gosh, look at this. I just Googled it, cleanse day tracker. We pulled it up, 10 points, pick what you want to use, We don't have to worry so much about the hours and the amounts and all those different things. So just really cool. And then, I love this next one. People do think of Isagenix as a weight loss company. In the future, it's really health and well-being. Well-being. And who you are being is forever. He makes this distinction. Wellness is kind of trendy right now, right? Like it's a wellness revolution, it's wellness, but like well-being is forever. It's that forever lifestyle. It's what we help people do. From an ordinary to an elevated experience. He says everything from the moment the customer orders their box to the moment it arrives, to the packaging, to the story, to everything. It's going to be that elevated experience. And then he also talks about we're being everything to everyone, to shifting to being clear, concise, and consistent. So right now we dabble a little bit here, we dabble a little bit there, and we all have our favorite products, right? We do a little bit of sleep spray and brain boost, and we do a little bit of amped, and we do a little bit of try release, and we do a little bit of adaptive. I mean, we do a lot of all those things, but and I really don't know what that's to look like in the future, honestly. Clear, concise, and consistent. Same thing, instead of being noisy, being really simple and focused. And then the last one I really loved, it's safe versus risk taking. And he says, you know, we used to be really risk taking, and then we got to be close to $1 billion, and we really started to act like an older company. And to really stay in that risk taking category that's what'll take us next level, right? So going from being safe in our messaging, in our, you know, product offerings, in our probably our videos, you know, I just picture everything that we do, our Isagenix Instagram. Honestly, these days, if you have customers who are really plugged into the company, have them follow Isagenix on Instagram, have them follow Isagenix, the Facebook page, have them, you know, the company puts out so much that helps keep your customers plugged in, right? We talk about step 3, plug yourself in. So I just think it was the coolest thing. And I want us to do something similar right now for you 2.0. So who you are being, how you want to show up. So I have some questions. So if you have a piece of paper in front of you, the first one, if you could choose certain, because you do get to choose, right? You do get to choose. So if you can choose certain methods, mindsets, processes that are no longer serving you, what are they? What are you going to get rid of? What are you going to get rid of in 2.0, you 2.0? This could be things like dragging people who don't want it. This could be things like feeling less than. This could be things like a lack mindset. This could be things like, I'm going to get rid of starting and stopping. Yes, I will put them, yes. Okay, so if you could choose methods, mindsets, and processes that are no longer serving you, what would they be? This could be apologizing for what you're doing, apologizing for being a network marketer. This could be lack of action. You're getting rid of inaction, or you're getting rid of overthinking it, or you're getting rid of only posting and praying, or you're getting rid of quitting on yourself. Maybe you quit and then you start. That's kind of the start stop. I have certain things. We all have certain things. Maybe you're getting rid of trying to pretend to be something you're not. Maybe you want to get rid of building only for weight loss. Only doing weight loss before and afters, or only talking about weight loss, right? Any of these things they're all good. Whatever's coming to mind, write it down. Okay. The second thing, if you could choose how it would feel, how your business would feel each and every day when you pick up your business, how do you want it to feel? How do you want it to feel? What do you want to choose? What action do you want to, it might be that you want it to feel full of action. It might be that you want it to feel focused. You want it to feel simple. You want it to feel confident, or that you feel confident in it. How would feel? Okay. And then the next one, if you could choose who you work with, who would that be? What is that person like? What are they doing? Are they really kind? Are they positive? Are they fiery? Maybe it's okay if they're not super kind to you. Maybe you care more that they're passionate and fiery. Maybe you care that they are hungry for change. Maybe you care that they're super committed to their growth journey. Whether that growth journey is the products or the business or both. Okay. So who you're working with. And then I want you to put down, if you could choose how much, I know today's Monday. We got our payday Monday, right? Kate, turn it on, please. Turn it on. Right now. Give it to me. Thank you. Okay. Payday Monday. How much income you're bringing in on a regular basis. Write that amount down. And it's okay if that number scares you a little bit. You're on this call. You want a change. Nothing that is status quo has to be the future. And 2.0, there's so much opportunity ahead for the people who choose to grab it and take a hold of it and run with it. And choose to plug in and choose to tell their teammates to plug in and choose to grow an organization, right? And I have new ideas. You're going to see them soon, right, in our business group, right, in Everyday Rockstars, around our culture and how we're upgrading our own culture, our own processes, our own ways, you know, because I truly, like, I believe so much in this industry, and I believe so much in good people doing this industry in a really aligned, good way, out of integrity, out of passion, out of service, out of relationships. And this is, I mean, that's like just a piece of my heart and my messaging around where we're headed, is how are we showing up, and we get to be the ones to show the world, oh my gosh, wow, they do it right. And Isagenix feels really amazing. And gosh, that team, why would I not join that? They're having fun. They have community. They're changing lives. They're changing their own life. I have a safe space to grow. I can be myself, totally unapologetically, authentically myself, and I can go and I can crush it and I can do things. So put the amount down and know that it's okay if it feels scary to you. And I would say if it does, that's also a moment to really put a little bit of work on it and work on the money mindset, which we have so many great resources and books and things, podcasts to plug into to help with that, you know? So really, really good stuff, okay? So then what I want you guys to do, okay, first off, let's throw some stuff in the chat. I would absolutely love to hear, sorry, I had to turn my phone sound off. I would love to hear some of these things. So what are like one or two things you put that are no longer serving you that you want to get rid of? Put them in the chat. Fear of what others think. Yes, good one, Barbie. And I promise you that the things you put down there, other people on the call will relate to. Be like, oh, me too. That nobody wants to do this business with me. Yeah. Not good enough. Inaction. Pushing when people aren't ready. Yeah, Lisa, good list. Lack of action. Stop overthinking it. Emily, yeah. Feel like I just need to I want to have the mindset that I'm blessed to do this instead of get to do it. Beth, good one. I'm blessed to do it instead of I have to do it. Yeah, because we have to go to a job. We get to do, this is not a job. This is a vocation. It is for sure work. It is work, but it is not a job in the same concept. We are not employed. We get to. And if you can go out in the world with that energy, that will help a ton. Not finding my people and lead the way for others like me. Yeah, Mary, I love it. Good. Let go of the idea that you can't lead your own personally. Enroll, Barbie, yes. Let it go, let it go. Okay, and another concept that I have that I am going to do, and I invite you to do with me, is we're gonna take a sheet of paper, we're gonna burn it. You're gonna take this and you're gonna actually physically burn it. Tonight, tomorrow, I know a lot of people are camping for the 4th, burn it, put that on social media that you're burning the old. And we are, and I really do. So I know Emily Vavra, she went live in Ice Drinks Business, and she said she's going to have everyone hashtag upgrade accepted after celebration. So I thought something that would be really good to do to create some swell and some buzz, and, you know, we can be liking and commenting, and we can fill out, you know, create like little collage of all the pictures, is right now be doing the hashtag upgrade coming. I just put it in the chat. So upgrade coming. So maybe you have a picture, and this is where I'm saying like I'm going to tell you 3 perfect social media posts for you to do over the course of the week. One is take and have all your things that you are getting rid of, and you're going to burn them, and you're going to put it out there and say, you know what, I just burned stuff that's no longer serving me. I'm doing it with my community. I'm super pumped, and upgrade coming. That's all you got to put. Just a great little curiosity all over your social media. Okay, just an idea. And then, okay, and then I would love to hear how will it feel? What are you choosing how it will feel? Put some of that in the chat too. Fun, productive, earn a larger income. Yes. Confident, moving forward, passionate, ease. I love that, Barbie. I love that. Yep. Happy, helpful, successful, confident, motivated. I hope these are the words, you guys, that you put by your bedside or you tape to your wall. You know, what we think about, our mind really does control. If I have learned nothing more during this pandemic time, it is that so much of this takes place right in here between our 2 ears. It's like the most valuable or the biggest block of your life. It really is. And so it is like your biggest asset. I love this. I'll tell you mine. I wrote down simple, focused, action-oriented, freeing. And then I also put by appointment, because I do like the concept of like, yeah, we set a time for a call, like, you know, instead of just being like kind of available at all whims or whatever, you know. So that's kind of my own little note. But simple, focused, action, freeing, by appointment. Okay, so you could do a post about that. You could go and you could do a post saying, I am so excited. 2.0 is coming. This is what my business feels like. This is how it is. This is what 2.0 means to me. This is how it's going to feel. And then hashtag upgrade coming. Okay. And energized. Yes, Diana, I love that. Guys, got it. There's not, I mean, we have the skills out there. We have the steps. If you're feeling motivated, if you're feeling productive, go out to leadersrisehere.com. Go to step 1, make sure you're doing everything in there. Go to step 2, start sending out messages using the templates. I know it's working. I'm seeing it work for people. So it's right there for you. And these feelings attached to that are only what's going to take you beyond for the next level for that. And then who you want to work with, right? Who it will be. And I did a post tonight, and my post tonight kind of talks about this. So if you want to go look at my post, it is about those savvy professionals that have spent some time during the pandemic to really realize dreams that are placed on their hearts, right? And I mean, it's a simple, I did the number 2. I like to kind of do like, that was 2. Maybe some people think it's piece. It's like 2.0. But, you know, a new wave. These are people that are, and it's like, I'm speaking to a certain people. If they go read it and they're like, oh, that kind of sounds like me, we might be more, you know, the conversation might open up more to be like, wow, I actually did just get a message while I was sitting here with someone that is saying that they want to talk about the products. So you just never know, right? You never know who's watching. So there's that. So that is a post idea for you. And then the last thing that I would like for you, and so next to the money, take a minute and write down, What will the money do for you? Whatever amount of money you put. If you put $100 a week, if you put $1,000 a week, and this, maybe you put monthly, maybe you put $1,000 a month or $5,000 a month, maybe you put $50,000 a month, whatever your number, it's perfect. It's exactly perfect for you. You know in your heart what it is, and put down what that money will do for you. Okay? And then the last thing that I did that I would love to see you guys do is create basically like a little whiteboard, just like Eric Hoover did. Okay? So instead of, is this facing the right way or is it bad? It's right for me. Okay. So instead of being reactive in my business, where can I be proactive? These are just things, so these might not relate to you, right? Instead of complex 1.0, places where I know that I've made it too complex, how can I keep it simple? Instead of being frenzied, 2.0 is peaceful. Instead of having masks put up or, like pretending or feeling like, oh, I like have to have it all together, transparency. Instead of being really hard on myself in certain spots, coming from a place of self-love. And instead of feeling like, oh, well, I'm going to wait until I have that perfect message to send out, I'm taking like imperfect, messy action. Okay. So these are just examples, but this is mine. So this is another post that you can do. You could do a post like this on your wall, or if you feel more comfortable, honestly, throw this up in Rockstars just to start, just to be like, you know what, this is what I'm doing. This is my 1.0 to 2.0. I would love to see you guys do that. The people that were not on this call, it will actually help them want to go watch the recording, and they'll be like, oh, what did I miss? So because seriously, this stuff is I can sit and I can train through steps 1 through 4 of Leaders Rise here, but this type of stuff, this mindset piece, at times we need to pause and we need to get clear again on exactly who we are looking for, what we are doing, the vision that we're headed to, and then just go do, right? And if you're coming from a place of feeling really clear on it and you just go do, it's going to come across a lot better on the other side. Even like, I know Lisa just went down to visit her family. Lisa, I bet that time made you feel so much more refreshed and energized and clearer being in Arizona. Is that true? Maybe not. Because I know that when my cup is full, that's when I can pour to others in their cup versus trying to pour from an empty cup. 2.0, I could write that down too. Pouring from a full cup, pouring from empty, pouring from full. That could be one of my arrows. Okay, totally. So I hope that's super helpful. If any of these come to your mind, put them in the chat. I would love to see. If you have any arrows that you would do from this to this, throw it in the chat. Or I'm also going to pause for questions, and or if you want to come off mute and share, feel free to come off mute and share any of these as well.
I was just going to say, I just think this is super cool because I think we've been hearing that Isagenix 2.0 has been coming. And I don't know about you guys, but again, I'm very reactive. I'm like, okay, I want to see what Isagenix comes with before I start posting, before I start talking about it, right? But I love the way that you're thinking about this, Allison. And I love that, like, I mean, the kind of the Emily Vavra spin on it is like, this is our time to rebrand ourselves. And you don't need to hear what Isagenix is doing in order to move yourself to 2.0, right? That has nothing to do with what Isagenix is going to do, because whatever they're going to do is bomb, right? But that's like company, that is products, that is business. But I feel like you are your own self and you get to decide what your 2.0 looks like. So I love this. And I feel like this is something that we don't need to wait and listen to figure out what Isagenix is going to come out. We don't need to wait until after celebration to start this. We can start working on this now. And whatever Isagenix comes in, we'll just feed into it. Feed whatever our own 2.0 is going to be. So I love this. I think this is awesome. I think this is something that we all should really take a hard look at. And then it gives ourselves, like, we talk about resets all the time, right? Like the Isagenix nutrition gives us a reset. Like, take this as your reset to like you to be able to like look and be like, okay, I can leave 1.0 behind me, whatever that is. Maybe that's people that you dragged. Maybe that's people that you begged. Maybe that's like your family members that you help keep them at 100 BV, right? Whatever that looks like, you can leave that behind and you can figure out what your 2.0 looks like. So I love this. I think this is really cool. So thank you, Allison.
Oh my gosh, yes, thank you. Those are all such good points. And yeah, you know, whatever they come out with, we can trust, and that way we can hit the ground running July 19th, right? Or 18th, right away. Just being a little bit clearer on ourselves, because I do think, you know, part of it too is, I mean, it's a great time to have that conversation starter with people when they say what's new, to be like, oh my gosh, my company is getting an upgrade. It's like a company facelift, and I'm doing the same thing. I'm along for the ride. I'm really excited. People are like, well, what does that mean? You know, formulate some words around it. And how, you know, I just think, and there's this girl in Hawaii on Natalie Smith's team. Her name is Uilani something. It's beautiful. She's beautiful. She has just crushed her business this year. And I saw when Natalie posted about one of her rank advancements, it said, you know, Ui really realized that her business did the best on the weeks when she was having the most fun. And so, you know, just that energy that we put out, as opposed to feeling like you're picking it up and it's this heavy weight, you know, on your shoulders, or blah, or have to do it. Exactly. You know, which her business grew the most when she was having the most fun. And I have seen that in times of my business for sure. So good. I'm glad. So yeah, please go use hashtag upgrade coming, because then when Emily puts upgrade accepted, we can all go on to that. And if you do upgrade coming and you have your teammates do upgrade coming and they start to see it and they start to do it, you know, then you can share. If you know, you can put them on your stories, throw all of your, oh, here's a teammate doing this, here's a team, you know, and start to kind of be creating that swell over those next couple of weeks. And you never know the conversations that might start where people are like, what is this? And you're like, you know what? Plug in to Celebration. It's a great conversation starter for people to plug in and hear from the company and become your business partner, honestly. Okay. So upgrade coming, throw this in Everyday Rockstars. If you create a sheet, I would love to see it. Okay. And I'm going to do the same. That's what I got. Have a good night, everyone.
I was just going to say that I like appreciated you talking about the 2.0, because I was like a little unclear about it still. And so I just like, it really helped clarify like what that's going to be. So I appreciate that.
Beth, thank you for that. Yes, I love hearing that. That's wonderful. So thank you. Keep rocking it, you guys. Have a good night. I love you all. Bye.